Well, it looks like I'll be doing an official response to Cult Classic Cage, where she literally got on my ass and a half when it came to the whole defending games journalist for 8 minutes video. That was a pretty decent title, I think. But this will be me not only responding, but trying to reiterate a few points I made.
Let's just ignore all the journalist tweets, all the journalist fuck shit, or the activism amongst gaming journalists over the past fucking decade. Let's just ignore all that shit. It has to be the puppet masters at the top. It has to be the suits and ties. This is like copium. This is pure fucking cope. And he tries to side with these fucking like woke ass retarded fucking websites and these woke ass retarded journalists. He goes out of his way to side with them as often as he possibly can. Let's just ignore all the little details. Fucking wild, dog. Crazy. He hopes. Why? Because that's the side that you picked? What are you hoping to one day be like Dreamcast guy, dog?
Actually, I hope I never turn out like Dreamcast guy, so much so that if I did, I'd have to, you know, reduce myself to holding the controller every intro. But I don't think it's me necessarily ignoring anything. It's just when it comes to certain things, I may not even care to do the research on it, and that could be an L I would probably give myself. But I really tend not to go to a journalist's Twitter just to look at her bio and tell, oh, well, this is why he or she acts the way that they act. Typically look at whatever dumb thing they may say in a video or review, and then sometimes I may talk about it and make fun of it. Now, sometimes I'll admit I let others get through the cracks and just let them skate by and give them the traditional redhead stepchild treatment and act like they don't exist. Maybe ignoring the problem isn't gonna create a solution, and I think that is something I can hold myself accountable for and try to be better at least.
All he's going with is I hope. I hope that this, you know, this is the case and not that these journalists actually want to write this shit. Bro, these fucking weird ass motherfuckers, they love to write about this shit. They hate writing about video games, like the actual shit that they're supposed to be writing about. They hate writing straight-laced news articles discussing video games, or Kotaku had a mental breakdown when they were like, yeah, you guys got to write guides now. Like, yeah, bro, they actually want to write about this fuck shit, especially when it involves dicks.
Maybe it is the drugs, maybe it is the toxic fumes of hopium and copium, where I'm just trying to like think of a rational explanation why they would just sit here and reduce themselves to talking about dicks or complaining about things that don't really matter in games and is not really their job and what they should do.
No, look, he does not look into these actual writers. He does, bro. If you know who Jade King is, you know they are the meme of these types of fucking writers, bro. You're just ignoring the reality.
You're ignoring what is blatantly there on track to do is research, bro. Fucking straight clown behavior, bro.
And I will admit sometimes I may not care to do research on certain things or certain people. Like, I don't care to go to somebody's Twitter bio. I don't care what somebody's Twitter bio is. It could be anything. It could have a bunch of emojis that represent aliens or represent how much they believe in Scientology and more specifically Xenu.
Ruin her credit rating, Xenu!
It wouldn't matter to me. I just care about what dumb thing they may said in a video or article.
What about when activists are writing these articles, though? When does that fall into line? Because, look, man, when it comes to HDawg, he has a leftist-leaning, skewed thought process. It is what it is, brother. From everything that I've seen, that's kind of how he thinks. He kind of hates the anti-woke side. And given, I feel both sides, both the woke and the anti-woke, can get full retarded. You can at any point go full retarded, but he just completely just shits on the anti-woke side, even when there's viable reasons for the anti-woke side to be how they are sometimes. Like, you clearly have chosen a side, and now, and I can understand you having a side. Everyone has a side. But you're choosing to not do any research. You're just going on your
Fucking feelings! Nobody gives a fuck about your feelings. What is the truth? What you're saying means nothing. This fucking video is meaningless because you refuse to fucking do any research.
I think I did a decent amount of research for the topic I did, like citing the articles I did in the video, citing the reviewers who reviewed the SpongeBob game, and Spider-Man Miles Morales. I don't understand why some people do put me in a political box, because I try to steer away from politics. I don't even claim left, right, or in the middle, or upside down. I don't claim any of that. Say something that may be somewhat what they may agree with, and they put me in the leftist box. But if I said something more like viewed as Republican or conservative, somebody would put me in that box. So it's like one of the things you can't win for losing, I guess. And for the most part, I do not like things that are on the anti-woke side. I feel like a lot of it is just them making a whole big old fuss about nothing. Whether they get mad at they, them pronouns, or whether they get mad at seeing a black character or a woman in a video game and then automatically scream DEI practice. Like, people were just doing this with Siri. People already trying to call Witcher 4 woke because there's a possibility, not a confirmation, that Siri will be the main protagonist. Mind you, that's a game we're not going to see for what, 5-6 years to the least. And at that time, we'll probably have a PlayStation 6 on our hands. We see folks that's in the anti-woke community. Most of them are typically white folks. It kind of comes off and looks away when you, a white person, have a problem with a black person being a main protagonist in the game. And me personally, even if I remotely felt the same way that they do in that aspect, I would just keep my mouth shut and just stay out of it, because I know what comes with that. People are gonna look at you as an ist or a phobe or whatever the case may be. And normally I'm one who's willing to inhale the smoke, but that's the type of smoke I wouldn't want to inhale. I feel like that's the type of thing I would want my mentions blowing up for. So even if I remotely felt that way, I would just be quiet. If we're being honest, I don't think these same white people would complain if they were being pandered to. It always comes off as they're being outraged on behalf of other communities like black people, Japanese people, even people in the Hispanic community. If them communities aren't saying nothing, then it's best to just shut the fuck up, because you're going to come off as one of those pink hair people who they want to speak on your behalf, even though you may look at it and be like, I don't have a problem with that.
If someone's stupid and they happen to agree with me some of the time, like, I gotta say, bro, like, you took an L on that part. Like, it is what it is, man. Yo, you know how much heat I got for saying Az's take on fucking on Starfield was specifically just ignorant. It was just ignorant. It was and he makes our side look fucking stupid by the way he acts. Because guess what? Fucking everyone thinks that we all act that way. Over what? You get to choose your fucking pronouns in Starfield. Something that you can completely fucking ignore. How much hate I got for that? Because he chose to act like a leftist. He had the same fucking, like, bro, you just slap blue hair on that motherfucker's head, and it's the same way those motherfuckers act. Yo, he actually wants to believe, with no reasonable doubt, that they do not actually write this shit. That someone told them to do it. Yo, it's like he's making up a boogeyman to justify how he feels, and it's all feelings. Dude is clearly fucking coping. Like, there's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is definitely a pure fucking cope. Anita Sarkeesian is a fucking extremist. What are we talking about? Does he say, yo, does HDawg side with Anita Sarkeesian? I have to know. I has to fucking know. Bro, literally, Anita Sarkeesian said everything is racist, everything is sexist, and everything is homophobic. That's fucking extreme. The only thing is Alyssa Mercante is more of a cunt about it. Like, Anita Sarkeesian tried to put on this facade of being like professional so that she would be put on all of these fucking platforms to talk about gaming, even though she's not a fucking gamer. Whereas Alyssa Mercante knows that she's a complete total piece of shit and doesn't hide it. Like, she just acts like a fuck shit fucking retard and knows that she's not going to be taken seriously, but she's out there to get attention.
Actually, I despise Anita Sarkeesian. Not only her, but Alyssa Mercante. I think both of them women are evil. But the point I was trying to make is I feel like in a lot of ways that Alyssa's way worse. I would argue anytime that Anita goes to a game development studio, she instantly ruins the game that they're working on.
He's not going to say that a lot of these activistic games journalists support her. Alyssa Mercante. They support her. You gotta call them all the fuck out, bro. What are you talking about? Like, you can't just like act like you're being objective by putting the super extreme one out there that she really doesn't hide how much a fucking cunt she is. Like, you gotta call out all the people that also support her and her fuck shit. When he's trying to shit on Alyssa Mercante to sound objective, is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I think about this take? I feel like this is a take that would have been viable in fucking 2016. In 2024, you're so fucking late to the game, dog.
You sound like a complete clown. If you can't see things for what they are at this point, you are fucking lost. Stop talking about gaming this way. Just stream your fucking little bullshit-ass video game and keep it moving. Because having this take in 2024 makes you look like a complete total fucking clown. If you can see things for what they are at this point, get the fuck out, bro. You are a detriment to gaming.
My opinions can't be that bad, can't they?
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Actually, no, I might be the problem. I do feel like that there's a point to be made where you can take the good with the bad and not necessarily say, oh, it's all doom and gloom. I did what I did because if I'm going to defend games journalists, I'm also going to hold their feet to the fire and not just try to go all in on their side, because that would make me look more like a loon. Now, even though I can admit my faults and admit when I'm wrong or took an L or probably didn't do the best research I could have done, but as far as the thought of me just leaving like this whole space entirely,
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!
at the end of the day, I may have some good takes, I may have some bad takes, I may have some really hot takes and awful takes, but I'll still stand 10 toes by them. And if I did do something wrong, then of course I'll try to learn from that. Till next time, y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.